Thank you for coming in. Oh my God, I never put my microphone on. Thank you all for coming in. Happy Friday. And as I said, I have a special guest. It's my, obviously, my across the ways partner. So let me introduce real quick, traveling with Tinkerbell.
Well, hello, everybody. Hi.
Yeah. So thank you all for joining in today. So real quick, I will get to what's going on up here in New York. Uh,
Yeah, give us that news first.
Yeah, so I already texted you what happened. So this afternoon there was an earthquake in West Jersey, and the tremors were felt in New York City. I was at work at the time when everyone said they felt it. I was actually on the elevator in my job on a construction site. So I was like, I didn't feel nothing. People were like, oh, but my wife said she was in Long Island at her job. She said things were falling off the shelf off here, so they all ran out of the building.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so then I get home and all of a sudden I'm actually writing stuff out for like my live, for my cruise news, which I already made my video for cruise news. I got my arm on the table right here, and I'm like, there's something wrong with my table. I feel like a vibration, but there's I have nothing on right now, you know. So I go like this, put my hands right down, and all of a sudden I could feel like a very, very light vibration on my table. I'm like, oh my God, I think it's an earthquake. But I'm like, maybe I'm losing this. So my brother lives like about 5-10 minutes from me. He's about a mile from me. So I call him. He doesn't pick up. Calls him back 5 minutes later. His first words was on the phone. He goes, "We just got another earthquake."
So it was two.
Yeah, I mean, but the second
Oh,
one,
wow.
they ain't saying anything on the news. No alert came on my phone, but I felt it. You
Ooh,
know.
that's crazy.
So let's welcome everybody in real quick. Obviously, traveling with Tinkerbell is here. And Cruising with Keith is here somewhere. I don't know.
I
I
know.
can't
Where's
find
he
him.
at?
Yeah. We were supposed to have somebody else today. I won't say who. All I can say is he's stuck in traffic. So thank you for coming.
He might show up. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, the invite's out here for anybody who's a creator who wants to come in and talk and hang out. So hey, if you need watch hours, let me know. You're more than welcome. The Muncie is here. So Muncie, I haven't actually opened it yet, but I got your package, Muncie. So it's gonna get
Ooh.
open, maybe.
Are we gonna do a open package on live stream?
Maybe I'll do that because I was debating on whether or not to do that. Yeah, he says hopefully we don't get any more earthquakes. Hello, Tinkerbell from the Muncie Cruise Notes is here. Thank
Hello,
you.
cruise nuts.
Yep, it was like some and controversial cruising is here from
Hey.
Arizona.
Hello, and
Oh, so you know what? I will open it live, but let me just
I know. Hello, Harlan Abraham. How are you?
yeah,
Yeah, you do your thing, and I say hello to everybody. Hello,
yeah,
Carnival Cruise addicts.
I skipped. I am so sorry. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, Harlem folks out here cooking. Thank you, everybody, for coming in today. And Carnival Cruise Addicts. And Nancy is here.
Who could that be?
So,
Hello,
you
Miss
know,
Nancy.
she keeps telling me, oh, she keeps telling me that she wants to go on your cruise. And also, do you remember I told you that there's a holiday? I was right.
There is a holiday.
Yeah, the day you leave to go on the cruise is
Yeah.
yeah.
Miss
So
Nancy, if you want to go, give me a call. We'll get
well,
you, Keith, and everybody on that one.
yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, but right now I'm looking at going on the Aqua.
That one's
So
gonna be fun.
and plus it's leaving out of New York. That we're gonna look at to go to Bermuda because by then I would have done a decent amount of islands, so I could go back to doing Bermuda. And the Aqua looks like it's a decent size. It's not small, like even down to like the Viva, and because I also felt like
Right.
I saw a walkthrough. I think was that the Viva or the Prima? I saw a walkthrough of it, and I felt like they had a lot of stuff there, but every area was small. I felt like
Hmm.
I felt like it was like all little pockets, all little pockets.
Yeah.
You know?
Those ships are really nice.
Yeah.
The only one I actually been on is on the Prima, but they're kind of like sister ships. They only change a little bit here and there, but those are really nice. If you've never been on Prima or Viva, then Aqua's going to be a lot of fun for you.
Yeah, and so I think those ships are like gross tons. I think it was around like 120, 130,000,
Yeah.
somewhere around there. Where the Aqua it's going to be like in the 150s. So it's
Oh,
gonna be
nice.
so I think it's close to 150 or high 140. So it's slightly smaller than the Escape, you
Gotcha.
know,
Okay.
because the one Escape is like in the 160s. Okay, get a lot of
Oh, well, look
people.
at that. Is thinking of coming to my cruise, Miss Nancy. So come along. The more, the merrier. We will have a great time.
Oh yeah, and please do not. If you need to go on Tinkerbell's group cruise, do not forget. And it's what 2025 April
April
April 20th,
20th,
2025.
2025. Mm-hmm.
You can't forget that date.
I know, right?
You know,
And you know
I
what? When
I
I
mean
picked the day, I didn't think about anything until my
I mean
daughter said,
I,
"Mom, are you serious?" And I'm like, "What?"
it's a carnival cruise. They have dogs there, so someone's gonna be. A lot of people are gonna try to bring weed onto that cruise ship. I'm sorry, that's a definite.
Are you going to open the package? Everybody wants to know.
Do you want me to open the package now or at the end? I'll do it now. Screw it. All right.
Look, while you open the package, Muncie's saying that she wants to go to the Kmart's in St. Thomas. I don't know. Maybe we're going to have to do this Kmart excursion with Muncie and go with her. Oh, that's going to be fun. Well, for those of you, I just got my hair done because it's cruise day coming up on Sunday, so I have to get my hair done again.
Okay, there we go. I should.
Hey, Jennifer from Embarkation Nation. Hello, welcome in.
Thank you for coming in, Jennifer. I am unboxing.
He's unboxing on live.
And you gave it to me in your Walmart box. Okay, here we go. What is this?
Ooh,
I know one.
Let's see what he got.
Oh, he gave me. Okay, let's get this, which I will.
Well, first of all, can you even show it?
I mean, I could. All right, I'll show the whole box real quick, but I'm gonna undo it.
What is that?
Yeah, that's what. So let's see. Muncie, thank you. He gave me some ducks.
Ooh.
What does it say? Oh, these are ducks that he found on the cruise ship.
Oh, that is so cool.
Someone cruises. It's called the Parks. So there goes a duck.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah.
So look at that. He hit the ducks inside of your box, and now you all of a sudden you found ducks. Look at that.
Yeah, I told him one of these will go on the shelf for the cruise news.
Oh, that is so cute.
Yeah. I was not. I don't want. I gotta.
Hey, Em, welcome in.
Thank you for coming in, Emily.
Ooh, the Down Under Cruisers. Hello, welcome in. I know, that's what I'm saying.
From the pizzeria, I guess by him. I have to Google it. Oh, Muncie, well, thank you so much. This is great.
Here it goes. Here we go.
Carnival celebration and cup.
Oh, that
it's
is
an
so
inaugural
cool.
season cup.
Hey,
thank
even
you,
better.
Thank you.
Thank you, Em. I know I just got it done for cruise day. I have to get it all colored and all that.
Muncie, you thief! He's a thief. He stole the thing from Pick and Anchor.
That's a
crazy.
good one.
I'm like,
Muncie. We're not even gonna. Don't see the name. Oh my God! Thank you, Em.
Oh wait! I got two other things.
Is that what you're gonna put on your shelf?
I think I'm gonna put that on my shelf because I was thinking about removing the coin I have, which is the inaugural thing for the Venetia. Oh, thank you for coming in down on the cruises all the way from Australia.
That's right, from the down under.
Don't forget, he's got a kangaroo right next to him. Yep. Everybody hear it? The day of the Mike Tyson fight, he's actually him and the kangaroo are gonna go at it.
Oh wow!
So here's a Kmart sticker.
Oh my God! I haven't seen that sign in forever.
I know it looks.
I even forgot that that's what it looked like.
and these are the ones oh yeah. Actually, I just gave my mother one of these.
Oh look, Muncie said that they brought it to their room when they ordered room service, and it was in our cabin the entire cruise. So hey, that's fair game.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, you know, everywhere in their life has sown something. So, you know.
Just don't let John Hill see your live stream.
Don't worry.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah. It's actually got some weight to it too. It weighs like a couple, maybe like 2 pounds, but it's a really heavy coin. Pretty neat. Yeah. Oh, let's see. And there's one more thing.
This became an unboxing.
I've never done unboxing before. If people were to start sending me stuff, then I have to get a PO box. So,
this is your PO unboxing. See, live on the live stream on Friday.
Which one's first? Okay, let's do this one. Oh, my wife's gonna come in right now, see me unboxing stuff. I just hear her walking in. She's like, you can hear, ah! The carnivals. This thing.
Oh, that is so cool.
I'm unboxing the thing with you. Yeah. Yeah, she will be here. Oh yeah, first of all, everything this came in this bag.
Oh, that is neat.
Oh wait.
They hooked you up.
There's something else. Oh, that too.
Wow. Those are like champagne or like wine.
Yeah, you can put wine or champagne on the go.
There you go. See, now you're ready for my group cruise.
I'm actually going on the celebration this year too. Oh.
You can bring all them goodies with you.
This is evil. I could put a whole bottle of wine in this.
Oh, that is cool. I like that.
Yeah. And
what does it say?
Carnival celebration inaugural.
That is so neat.
It's about, I would say, like a bottle of vodka. You know, you can put a whole bottle. I'm not even gonna lie. I have and
oh my God, could you imagine you put vodka in there, you walk into the cruise ship on day one, on embarkation day, they think it's water.
I mean, are they really going to think it's water?
Don't even try. I don't want you to get in trouble.
Oh, so no. I know how. I don't do it, but I know how to sneak on alcohol onto cruises.
Don't say it on live.
You know, I know how. Okay. No, they sell stuff on Amazon for it.
Oh, they do.
So
all the time.
Yeah, I don't care. It's not going to affect me because I'm not going to, do it. Because to me, it's too much of a headache.
I got to tell you a story about that really actually happened.
So they actually sell like these. They'll sell you wine bottles that you could cork. They have like the thing that really works. They sell like shampoo bottles with no shampoo in it, and they even give you the plastic tab that you put on top to pull off. They give you that to put on top, and it's just that people put alcohol in there. They also sell the other thing, which it looks like it's like suntan lotion. What your mom is saying. Right. So she says KC, which is my nickname. Your mom is like,
don't say it.
And the other thing is like suntan lotion, but it's not suntan lotion.
You want me to tell you my story on the live stream?
Yeah.
All right. So incognito person, I'm going to call it like that. The incognito person that I know, this person's grandparent does dialysis. And you know how they bring in, like, they look like kind of like those bags of like saline solution for the dialysis.
Mm-hmm.
So they took the solution off completely out the bags, and put liquor in it because they took a whole bunch of boxes because they were
Oh
going like
wow.
for 14-day trip. And they, on some of them, they marked them, the ones they were with liquor, so that they'll know when they get on there, and they shipped it through the cargo express. And when they delivered it to the lady's room, they had alcohol galore for 14 days. But that
Uh,
is crazy.
no, no. So I won't say who, but yeah, but someone I went with on my first cruise on it was on NCL on the Gem. You were allowed to bring cases of water back then. So what
Right.
we did is you showed up with like 2 cases. You leave all the water on the outside of the case, water. All the water inside, all that water was all like liquor,
Why do
all
you think? Why do you
vodka,
think that you can't bring
vodka,
any more water?
Bacardi, and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the reason why you can't bring any more water anymore.
Yeah. And now Carnival raised their water again. I heard,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Crazy.
Oh, okay. So, see? Um, oh,
Hello. Oh, look who's
oh,
here.
Joanne, that's my wife. I was like, nurse, her maiden name, her maiden name shows up, and sometimes I think it's my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law is Josephine. So if you look at it real quick, you're like, say,
Yeah.
that's I didn't know my dishwasher was on. I forgot. Yeah. So let's get to the story real quick that we could talk about. I do
Ooh,
have
this is
the.
gonna be a fun show.
I'm assuming by now everybody saw the video. So let me put. Did I put a picture? Yeah, yeah. I do have a picture here of the actually my screen of my Oh my god, I can't even get of my thumbnail. I was gonna say screenshot. I was like, yeah. So I have a picture of my thumbnail. So basically, this is obviously what happened. So as you see, so this travel agent was a travel agent from Minnesota, right? I think it was Minnesota, right? Well, in that area, and she had booked a special cruise for like 50 people, right? 50 different cruise passengers, and they all flew to Miami. And now, when they got there, all their booking didn't exist. Nothing existed. People were in their rooms, and the thing what I felt that she did extremely unprofessional, very wrong, is she told them they were going to get on and never went back out there. My opinion is, if you had a situation so bad like that, you should show to your clients that you should yourself should have never gone on the cruise ship and that you should have dealt with that situation at hand. And you being a travel agent, you tell me what you think.
Well, yeah, I do agree with you as a travel advisor, because we're called travel agents, travel advisor. As a
Yeah,
travel advisor, if it were have been me in her position, I would have stood on the port trying to fix the issue with these clients. Where she went wrong in many different places, if you can think about it, because she goes wrong as according to the guest. She comes into the port, she passes by them, but she tells the guest, I'm going to get you on this cruise, knowing that if you couldn't book them back in February because the ship was sold out, what makes you think you're going to get them on the cruise today, especially on embarkation day?
yeah,
These ships usually go full capacity. They do have one or a couple of cabins that, they leave just in case if something extreme were to happen and they need to move a customer around
yeah,
for
yeah.
whatever,
A flood or
reason. They
something,
have somewhere to put them. But she went wrong by getting on that ship. First of all, she went wrong by not telling these people back in February
That
that
this
their
happened.
cruise got canceled.
Yeah,
You got to be upfront with your clients. If something happens where their carnival decides, okay, we're going to cancel your cruise for whatever the reason might be, her job was to let these people, whoever are affected, know your cruise got canceled and you're going to get a refund, blah blah blah, whatever the protocols are. But more importantly, if carnival cancels something, they usually all the time, 100% of the time, they send something out to the customer and to the agent.
yeah,
So for them to, the ball was dropped. The
yeah,
ball was dropped, and it's just sad that these people, because remember, if Now you have this customer, maybe in February, they didn't even have flights yet, but now you have a customer that had to purchase the flight, that are stranded in Miami, don't know where else to go. Because think about it, when you're going on a cruise, you're not thinking you're going to get on a, you have to pay for a hotel,
No,
until you get a flight back. So that's an
yeah.
extra added expense.
And
And if you didn't buy travel protection, then you're on another level now, because at least
yeah,
with travel protection, it'll cover, all of those costs that, you're incurred through that period of time. So yeah, she dropped the ball. I'm going to say she's at fault, but also the customer has some sort of fault, because the customer
yeah,
also needs to verify that they do have a booking. And the question is, 14 days before your cruise, especially on Carnival, for all of you guys that are Carnival cruisers,
yeah, you got to check
Carnival
in.
is you have to check in. So what happened? Did you guys not check in? Who checked you guys into this cruise? That's another set of questions on its own.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if I'm going to go check in for my cruise and my cruise is no longer there, I'll be raising questions at least 2 weeks prior. So
Yeah, that's also definitely you always because I mean not just Carnival, but all cruises do a check-in, a self-check-in.
right. But
So
in the point of view as a travel agent, I see that the travel agent was at fault, part of it, and then a little bit of the part was the customer for not checking in what they need to check in. Don't, just because you're working with the travel agent, always make sure that all your ducks are on a roll, because you want to make sure you cross all those T's and dot all those I's. Because if you don't, some of the fault will be on you, because the travel agent can give you as much details, but you got to follow the rest of the details.
yeah, I mean, so I've never booked with a travel agent before. I've always done it obviously through the cruise line because I gamble. So especially through Carnival, I get a really really good cruise deal
Right.
that in my eyes it's not even worth it for a travel agent to book because I'll get like my cruise going on Carnival Celebration is the extended after view, right?
Oh, that's a nice one.
Balcony. Me and my wife, we only paid like $500 and change for it.
That's not bad. You
I,
better be doing some live streaming from that balcony.
oh, so I have a tripod, right? That goes like 7 feet high.
Awesome.
I'm not bringing on the first one, but on the second cruise, I'm actually gonna put it out there. I'm gonna do some of my cruise news from my balcony with the whole background like that.
That's
So
gonna be awesome.
so and oh yes, talk
That's
about
what I
that.
did. That's what I did on Beyond. I use that balcony left and right for all sorts of live stream introductions and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do all my cruise news on that week from there. And everybody, I actually bought a new camera. It's tiny, but cool.
It's cute though. I
Yeah,
like it.
I like it because
It's really cute.
I'm starting to. I was just fooling around with it finally because I didn't buy the SD card, and
Okay.
I'm not. I'll be honest. I can't remember the last time I bought a camera. Last time I bought a camera, I had to put AA batteries in the camera.
Oh wow.
So that's going back many moons ago.
Yeah. Make sure
Because
you buy the right SD card, because some of these need a specific SD card.
I consulted with Scott, and he's our he is our IT guy too.
There you go.
He's our tech
That
guy.
is
If you
awesome.
want
He's
to know
an
anything.
awesome guy.
I want to welcome in Warm Strong Adventures. Thank you for joining in, Bill.
Oh, hello.
And
Muncie has a question. She was saying, I wonder
this one,
what the
oh,
stranded passengers ended up doing for that whole week. Well, as far as the news went, the two sisters that were involved with the situation, that is the people that come up on the news, they had family in Miami, so they were able to stay with family. And then there was other passengers, a whole bunch of the other passengers ended up having to go to a hotel, and they couldn't get back home because of storm and weather conditions, I guess back where they live. So they couldn't get back home. So I don't know, what happened after. I'm going to guess they went back home after a while, but we don't know how many days or anything like that.
I mean, my opinion is if some people had money, like enough money to stay there for a couple days, they probably stood there for a couple days. Besides that, the majority of people, I'm assuming they probably just went back home because
Probably,
obviously they had no, because there's a lot of people who, they live check to check every week, and when they go on these cruises, they save up a little bit of money each week for maybe a
Right.
year or 2 years to even be able to go onto the cruise. And then when they're on the cruise, they're not spending a lot of money on the cruise because obviously they can't afford a lot of things.
Mhm.
And I mean, that's just how it is. And the fact
Right.
is that now that they get there, they could barely probably afford to get home because they now it's like, okay, we have free food already. Everything not free, but the food is
Right.
all paid for. So, and when we go to the ports, we're not going to do much. We're just going to go walk around, take pictures, see places, but we're not going to eat at the port. Not going to do stuff because
Mhm.
and there's that's possible that could happen.
Right. Well, welcome in, Alice.
Alice,
Um,
and I will answer Alice's question since she's a little late to the show, real quick. So, Alice, in the beginning of the live, there were two earthquakes that hit New York today, actually. Okay, so the first one happened when I was at work. I did not feel ding. My wife, she said everything started falling all over the place. I was like, nothing happened. I'm getting ready, setting up for the live, doing all the stuff, and then all of a sudden, I got my arm like this, right? And then I feel it feels like my table is like a small vibration out of it. And then I was like, maybe I'm losing my mind, right? So I literally go like this on my table like this, and I feel like a vibration, but it feels like the vibration is coming from like down below. I'm like, oh my god, I think it's an earthquake. I call my brother who lives like 5 minutes from me, and that's it, And then he told me that there was an there was an earthquake. So, but it wasn't bad, but because the earthquake came from like West Jersey, so what we're feeling over here is more like tremors. Even though it's saying, oh yeah, the earthquake was 4.7, 4.8, but that's 4.7, 4.8 in West Jersey, not in New York. So,
okay.
so where the earthquake happened, and then over here is what we're hearing is like the tremors. But so this person at work said, the world's gonna end. Bad things that happen. I go, leave me. The guy goes, well, you have earthquakes. The weather's off. Now a bridge fell because a boat hit it. The ship hit it. So he goes, a lot of bad things are starting to happen. Watch, something else is going to happen soon.
Well, to answer that question that people had about, you were
Oh,
talking about.
I was right. I'm sorry. I was sorry to cut
No,
you
go
off. Oh, right when I said I said it.
ahead.
See, I was right. All right, sorry. You can go. I'm
No,
sorry.
I was gonna say that to answer when you were talking about, that sometimes people when they're travel, they don't budget, obviously a hotel for
Yeah.
7 days or food. And a lot of these people, when they travel, they don't even travel with cash either because everything is paid for.
Yeah.
And the little bit of cash they have, it might be like for souvenirs and what have not. And not everybody, travels, with money like that. So yeah, but also, if you guys heard the news, a lot of the people, I don't know how much the majority, but some of these people, decided not to go on the cruise because family was staying behind. So
Mm.
my question the question that I had was, if Carnival legit canceled their cruise, then the people that they cancel will get their money back. But now the people that didn't go for staying behind, with their family members, those will not get their money back if they had a cabin. So
No.
that's a hot mess on its own. So who knows
No.
how that's gonna go.
Yeah. So I want to welcome in my uncle Donald, who's
Hey,
he's
welcome
actually from
in.
Jersey. So since you're on, Uncle Don, did you feel the earthquakes? I know there's one in the afternoon, and I actually didn't feel that one. I felt the one there was one around 6 o'clock that I felt. So maybe you might have felt that. Will G is here, which I'm probably going to see Will G because he's going to be on the horizon.
Nice.
So that's actually really good. So that'd be really good to meet somebody from like even like someone that's in the chat and all that. I'm probably not gonna know who he is, so you're gonna have to come up to me and let me know that you're Will G. You know? So that's a
That's gonna
definite.
be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So back to LA. Oh yeah. So how do I say? So I did find her social media. Okay, I don't want to say which one it is. I'm trying to put it in, and I messaged her, but she never responded. So I
Oh yeah,
messaged
she's
her.
not gonna respond.
No, no, no. I figured she wouldn't respond, but I said let me put it out there. I messaged her just saying that if she wants to come on the live stream to give her story, to
Right.
let the world know her story, because you know sometimes like the news will say things that's not
Hmm.
true, and I also even though she did what she did, I also feel like some watching the news stories, they're going to try to obviously get the best story out of the person, and
Right.
if they're going to try to make them look bad at times because they want to get the story, because you obviously you can see that whole story is going towards obviously the clients, but
Hmm.
say the story is true that Carnival did cancel on them, then then really that is also that's Carnival's fault, and that's really really bad by Carnival.
Yeah. The,
You
the
know?
problem is that they were canceled. See, the issue lays that they were canceled back in February and their cruise
Yeah,
was last month.
yeah.
So
That's
that,
also
no matter how you put it, she actually, whether, she could be not at fault, but she actually messed it up by not calling them or at least advising them of
yeah.
it. So who
Yeah.
knows? Who knows what's going to
Yeah,
happen
yeah,
with
yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah, yeah. She's definitely at fault for that, for not, obviously letting people. But did these people not getting? I mean, I can understand like, oh, something slips, like one or two people, but 50 people didn't get an email
Well, the
from.
thing is, like right now with the if you remember, what a few weeks ago with the Carnival Freedom, they caught on fire for the second time.
Yeah,
I actually got I had like about 10 clients that got canceled on there, and I got an email from all of my clients, and it was CC. I was on the email and also my client, but I also forwarded to the client just in case, and I also send them a text messages and let them know, hey, check your email because your cruise just got canceled. So they do let you know.
you see what down on the cruises were, the top one. Uh,
Down under, this is not, well, it is Friday.
it's Friday night, so it's okay, he jokes around a lot, so I do like it, I'll just put it out there. I'm not gonna read it. After, yes, I had some dinner with my wife, because I ate too much. You know?
That is too
Yep.
funny.
Yep. So please do not forget to hit the like. What? This thing, I hate when it does it. Don't forget to
I
hit the
don't I
like and
don't think so,
subscribe.
Don. I don't think Carnival wants the bad press. I don't think Carnival is at fault, but we have to see what happened. And what's even more interesting is that now that money is tied up with what is it called? Travel Joy.
Yeah, yeah,
So that's like a third party. So if Travel
so,
Joy's been having this money, how come it hasn't been refunded back to the
yeah.
customers?
And I mean,
That's at another level right
and the
there.
thing is, how come we haven't heard, like, it's been over a week already, so we should have heard like a follow up or something.
Oh, you're gonna
Either,
hear it. It's just probably like they're still probably working on it.
yeah, or we haven't heard any news reports saying that okay, Travel Joy, that these passengers got their money back, got this and all that.
Yeah.
And to me, I haven't heard like I remember I heard when I was watching Eddie Lucas Scott and all them, and Eddie mentioned that she may never even come back. I haven't heard if she came back. Maybe if she did come back, that's probably why she didn't say anything to me. She got a lawyer, but that might also be another reason why she didn't say nothing to me, is because she ran off ran
Well,
off with
I
the money
think
with the
it was
country.
a total, I think
seventy
according to
thousand.
the news, it's like $70,000.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So
And
I calculate. I did my
yeah,
calculations in my head.
it's
So I
crazy.
remember it was about 70,000, and if she put it into this, is this like almost like putting it into like an offshore bank account where the
Mhm.
government can't touch it, like one of those like Swiss bank accounts,
Right. Well, the
Then
thing is also, if you look at the news very carefully, these two ladies pay their cruise off June of last year. Why is Carnival in February canceling their cruise? That is the big question. So
That's
could it be that they were technically really booked and they cancel it, or were they booked and canceled a long time ago, or were they never booked and they just said that they were booked? So we don't know.
yeah.
We don't know.
I mean, that's
And for her to
also
say, she did say that they were going to give them some cruise packages and who knows what not.
yeah.
So who knows really
Yeah,
what's
I
going on
mean,
there.
yeah, I mean, talk about scams. So the news story that my next news story is basically about a scam where how many passengers? 69 passengers.
Oh, you're talking about the one with the travel
MS,
documents?
yeah, where they in
Did
Spain
they
with
bought
the,
scam travel documents?
yeah,
Did they
so
scam them? Okay.
yeah, so they got scammed with travel documents and everything. So I was like, oh my, I was like, that's see, but that's the thing that I totally forget about this. So maybe you might remember because I know last year when I went to Dominican Republic flying there, right? I flew to I had to do some like travel thing online. I think I might have had to pay money or something with that because it's something that changed in the DR. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if that's for crew if you have to do it with the cruises too. I don't remember that.
I know that for Bermuda, you have to pay $40 to get into Bermuda. I don't know if
You
when
do?
you were going,
When?
yeah, when the pandemic was around,
Oh,
there was a $40 charge to go into Bermuda. You have to actually have this document that you have to sign and pay $40 for. I don't know if they're still doing that up until today. It's been a
no,
while since
no.
I've read
I
on
was I
on
was in
Bermuda.
Bermuda last year
And you
on
didn't
the
have to pay
cruise.
anything?
No, no. I was on the Carnival Venetia, the Niagara cruise. We went to Bermuda. That's when I met Jay the ship life there on that cruise. I'm when I met him, I was like, oh my god, I'm some of that. So me standing next to him is like Shaquille O'Neal standing next to me.
Okay.
You know?
Well, I just looked it up. They canceled it November 14 of 2 years ago.
Okay.
It was a travel document authorization to be able to go into Bermuda.
Yeah,
And they were
yeah,
making a
'cause-
lot of money
yeah,
by
yeah,
charging
yeah,
that $40.
yeah. I think the document I had to pay for to go into DR. I think it was $100 a person or something like that. When I went in
Gee.
the begin, yeah, it was something new. I remember I had to fill out in order to gain entry into the Dominican Republic.
Oh
When I
wow.
went to
I
plane,
know that
I don't
um
know if it's like that on the cruises, and so I'm actually gonna double check that probably over the weekend because while I was doing
yeah.
when I was filming, I was like, it just popped in my head right in the middle of it, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta do that.
I don't know if you remember, but when you used to travel to Cuba, you had to buy a $75 visa just to go inside of Cuba.
Yeah,
And
so
they would do that visa on the cruise for you.
yeah, and then all of a sudden they stopped doing cruises because the government didn't want us going there no more.
Hmm.
See, that's the
Used to be
thing.
charged to your selling sign card, $75 to your selling sign card just to go in and get off in Cuba. If you didn't want to pay them, then you couldn't get off.
Yeah, so that's also the other thing. Like the government sometimes make it bad for like just people who just want to take their family on vacation. You can't
Hmm.
go there because you don't have the visa. Or like I've seen it. I think a couple. This is before the pandemic. I've seen it one time where like depending on like if you're from like this is like the Middle East. So like say one of the countries Muslim, but the person is Jewish or vice versa, they won't let them in there because of their religion.
Right.
They
It's like look at that issue with the people in Africa. If you're following that story,
yeah.
they got did they finally did all of them finally went back on the ship? Because I heard the last that I heard was that they met with the ship
Yeah,
and the
so
one
so
family
so
didn't want to go in. Did they finally all went back
I
in?
didn't hear nothing. I heard some of them actually flew back home. I heard they had one more port to go to in order to get onto that ship.
Mm.
And they traveled all throughout Africa. I mean, don't get me wrong. In the end, it's their own fault.
Yeah, I did hear that they got to the port and the ship was in dock, and they were now thinking after they all got there, the one family that were on the news all the time, now they were thinking if they really wanted to go back on the cruise, like, lady, get on the cruise and come back home and deal with it when you come back home, because you're gonna spend more money trying to get on a flight to come back home no matter what.
So my uncle says all the travelers are back on.
Okay,
Okay. And
so they're back on. See, so they're all back on.
yeah. Okay, let's see what Abraham said. The first time we were supposed to go to the DR, the port got canceled due to inclement weather.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
that
that's the
happened.
one thing you gotta watch out with the DR, Dominican Republic, is that rain. It will come
Mhm.
down like a storm and a half. Like you could literally it be, and then a minute, like 5 minutes later, it looks like it didn't rain. I remember I
Same
was,
with Costa Maya. Costa Maya is another port that it's like a iffy port. Like half of the time you're able to port, and half of the time you won't be able to port on Costa Maya.
uh-oh. So I better hopefully I'm able to go there. I'm going there on the celebration this year.
Yeah, you don't hear every so often Costa Maya got canceled. Costa Maya got canceled because of the waves.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to Cozumel, Costa Maya, and Mahogany Bay on that one.
I can't wait. I'm going on the Odyssey of the Seas. It's going to be so much fun because it's a new type of a quantum class for me. So it's a new kind of ship. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, usually in the Caribbean, when it rains, it's like really bad, and then 2 minutes later, it's like the sun comes out, and it's like poof.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
mean, because we stood at the Hard Rock in Punta Cana, right?
oh, that's a nice one.
It's nice. It is expensive, but it's nice. It almost, if you go in there for a week, it's like almost going on a cruise, basically. Okay.
Hmm.
So in my eyes, I was like, I'd rather be on the cruise because if you're the type of person that loves the beaches and the pools, the resorts is
Right,
for you. If you're the type of person that doesn't care too much about that you want shows, then you go on the cruise. That's what I tell people.
right,
If it's, because the resorts, yes, they will have shows, but it's not going to be like the shows you get on even a Carnival cruise ship.
right, right.
You know. I mean, I've had when I went there, the Carnival cruise ship had better shows, and the cruises also will have more food options.
Correct. The good thing about those shows, especially like the celebration, the Mardi Gras, and the Jubilee, those shows in the atriums are really, really nice. For
Yeah,
those people that have actually done it, I'm gonna guess a lot of people that have gone on Carnival, they're probably gonna like them. They're so cool, especially that Las Vegas one, the circus one, and all of them.
that's in
They
the atrium on that
in
big
the
screen.
atrium on deck 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah,
really nice. The
yeah,
only
yeah.
thing with these Excel class ships that I don't understand is like I think they needed like a bigger theater to fit everybody instead of doing all those shows in the atrium because it's a hot mess to try to get a
Now,
good seat where you can see everything.
now the one thing I noticed from like watching like the walkthroughs of these ships and all that, one thing I noticed with the celebration, I would say, because I haven't watched like the Mardi Gras and all that because I'm not going on that ship right now.
Mhm.
But the celebration was, I felt like the Limelight Lounge for the amount of people that were on that cruise, it looked really small.
It
And
is very small.
the Limelight Lounge is supposed to be a comedy thing. And my opinion is I don't know why Carnival, maybe they don't have to do for all the shows, but why don't they do what like NCL does, where you could book in advance for the show?
Yeah.
I don't
But keep in
understand.
mind that on these Excel class, the Limelight launch is no longer the comedy room because the
Oh,
Punchliner has its own area for Punchliner. And even
oh,
though for
I
the
didn't know that.
Punchliner, yeah, the Punchliner is on deck 5. But even when you get to the Punchliner, I suggest you go there within 45 minutes in advance from the show to get seat because once this is to full to capacity, you have to stand.
Yeah,
And they do 2 shows in the main theater because it gets so packed. And
yeah.
the main theater will be full
I
capacity.
mean, I don't understand why they don't do that more often, even on the other ships. So when I was on the Venezia, it's so I'm gonna give you the Horizon because
Mhm.
Venezia. See, a lot of people don't realize, even though they don't call it sister ship, in my eyes, the Venezia is a sister ship to the Horizon because
That is
it's
correct.
exactly the same,
Mhm.
almost the same. There's except for like the pool deck area a little bit, but
Right.
mostly it's mostly the same, right? So the Limelight Lounge is on the same floor as the casino on the horizon, right?
Right. The Limelight Lounge on Horizon is on the is it on, I think it's on the aft part, on deck. I'm
5.
gonna say 6 or 5.
I think it's either 5
It's
or
one of
6.
those. It's either 5 or 6. But yeah, Horizon, Vista, Panorama, and Venecia is the same exact ship.
Yeah. So what happened on the Venezia, they would have people would line up for the comedy show, and they would go halfway through the casino. I just feel like I was like, this is crazy, and we walked in there, and we didn't go to the comedy show one time because I was like, I'm not gonna go in there because I'm not gonna be comfortable. It's just gonna be
Yeah.
too many people.
But you know why it is, Keith? It's because Carnival has really good comedians that come
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
And believe it or not, you have a lot of these people, a lot of these clients or customers that come in onto these cruise either to be because they're behind the cruise director or a comedian
yeah,
or the ship, one of those three. But a lot of people come back if they're looking at a comedian and they're trying to follow that comedian, they'll be back on that ship just because they like that comedian. That's the reason why you have like Billy Washington. Oh my God, what is the other one? Bill Washington.
yeah. Probably.
You got Chris. Oh my God, my friend. Oh my God, I forgot his name now. These people are always like on these Excel. They're like in their inaugural cruises and all of that because they're the top of the top, and they're great comedians.
Yeah.
So
I mean, so I forgot who my cruise directors are, but
oh, CJ, that's what I'm talking about. CJ, the comedian. If you never been on a show with CJ and Billy Washington, you guys got to watch them. And
I
everybody
think
has their ones
I
that they
think
like.
Billy. His name sounds familiar. He might be on the Venetia when I was there on the Niagara cruise.
Probably.
You know, so I was just trying to. I'm trying to see. I forgot who my cruise directors are, and I wrote it. I wrote it
I know
down.
that on for Carnival Celebration, the cruise director there is Lee, but then every so often when he goes on vacation, somebody else goes on.
Yeah. It's gonna be kind of. They announced not too long ago. It's gonna be. I'm gonna be there with Leon Smith.
Hmm.
Have you heard of
I've
him?
never heard of him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm hoping he's good. I was hoping it would be Lee, but I'm not gonna be there for Lee. But I was hoping, and the Horizon, it's not gonna be the same cruise director that's there because that Australian lady is off. She's gonna be back home already.
Yeah. I'm
Uh,
trying to see if I could find some of that because I have a whole
that's,
bunch of pictures with all sorts of people when I go on these cruises.
okay, it's gonna be William Paulie Mulholland.
I think I've seen Paulie, and if it's the same guy, he's really good.
He's Irish with like a red beard.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So yes, but they finally gave us a cruise director maybe like a couple of weeks ago. Like for a while, it showed like an empty slot there forever. But yeah, it showed. I was like, and obviously I understand why. It's because they promoted two cruise directors,
Mhm.
and one cruise director quit. Obviously,
Oh wow.
well, yeah. So the one, I one of them quit, and I think the reason why he quit was because he probably thought that he was going to get a promotion, so he was probably pissed off and said, "Screw it, I'm done."
I'd be honest, I never liked Cookie as a cruise director. I know a lot of people probably like Cookie. I never
He's
liked
the one
Cookie.
that quit. I think he's the one that quit. I think it was Cookie. I mean,
Never liked him as a cruise director. I don't know. Maybe at the beginning he was really good, but when we went on our cruise, he was horrible. I don't know if it was because he was getting ready to leave or what was the case. But
I'm assuming. I mean, now that he quit, like he quit maybe a little, maybe like a month after you were there. You were
right.
on the trip. So I'm assuming it's probably because of that. I think at that point his mind was set that I'm done. He's like, screw it, this and that. I mean, so the cruise directors that I felt that were, I mean, Mark Q is really, he's actually, I do like Mark Q because he's really good. He interacts with people. He talks to people. I never seen, he's always has a smile on his face and everything.
Yeah, Mark Q is a really cool guy. I've
Yeah.
actually traveled with Mark Q. Sea Love, that he's no longer there. Sea Love was really good as a cruise director. Dilly Dilly, which was Schwartz, he was
Yeah.
really good as a cruise director. Now he moved on and he's getting, I think he got married already.
Yeah. Tang is good. I met him when he was on the NCL Escape before he came to
Yeah.
Carnival. And you notice I was sitting there watching him do like Deal or No Deal, and I was like, he's got like a TV voice, like his voice,
Mhm.
his suspense. I felt like I was watching like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, that
Right.
suspenseful voice. Like he shouldn't be on cruises. He should be doing like a TV show. That's how good I felt
Right.
like he was.
For the
You know?
down under, I'm sorry. I know that you like Cookie. This is my experience. I don't know, and please put it on the comments because this has been on my mind since I did the cruise with on Horizon with Cookie. He's a great individual, great personality, I could say. But one of the things that he lacked was as a cruise director. And like I said, I don't know if it was because he was getting ready to leave the company at that time. I don't know, because right after that cruise, maybe 2 cruises after I left, he was gone. But the problem that I had with him is that he was not interactive at all. And the 8 days that we were on that cruise, he actually did a show on the Lido deck and 1 show on the main atrium on deck 5. That was it.
Yeah.
Everything else was done by the fun squad, and we never saw Cookie. We never even heard him on the intercom.
No,
Nothing.
that's
It was
crazy.
crazy. I'm like, what is wrong with this guy?
Because I felt like every time I saw like I'm not saying like the small shows, but every time they had like a big event show going on, Mark Q was there, and I felt like when he did Motown, he did a phenomenal job with the Motown. He literally
Right.
comes out with like the shoes with the silver. If you, I actually have a video on it. So if somewhere on my channel, I have a video. I got like over like 600 or 700 videos. So, but
But yeah, it's like and I guess I'm so used to going to Carnival and the cruise director is so upfront
yeah,
on everything that when I went on this, I'm like, where's the guy? Like everything was done by, even when they did the quest, he didn't even show up for the quest. It was all the fun squad people that show
yeah.
up. So it was
See,
very disappointing.
see the quest I've never seen. So explain the quest for people who never seen.
We can't talk about the quest. That's something that you can't. That's the quest power. Like you can't talk about the quest.
So
You gotta
that's
go
one.
see it.
That's one of those that you do not bring this to it.
You do not. You do
Nope.
not bring
I've
it.
heard about it. I was like, oh,
I
okay,
could. Okay.
that's
I'll
something I
tell
want.
you. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the quest. If you're going on a Carnival cruise, and
They,
they do have the quest on the roster. Hello, Skyro.
it's got,
If you do have the quest on the roster for the thing, do not miss it. Now, hopefully, you're not easily offended or anything crazy like that. But depending on the cruise director or the fun squad people, the quest could be anywhere between rated R to all the way to X plus. And I'm gonna leave it there.
I've heard that there have been. I heard a story about a cruise where at one point someone was telling me on a cruise where there were people running around in their bras and underwears. So that's
I
all
see,
I
I
heard. That's all
see,
I gotta
I
say.
see. I will tell you something. I've seen people on their birthday suits.
Yeah. Actually,
So
I think
it's
do I still have
crazy.
this? Yeah, I think I have this. Yeah. So I'm gonna put this picture up quick. This was
Okay.
on my cruise. This guy did Family Feud, but this guy was walking around the whole cruise ship dressed like a duck, and I still have it here. Look at this. Look,
Oh my God, that is so cute.
and he's standing right next
Mark,
to him. Mark you right next to him. He was
that is
literally
so
walking. He
cute.
started walking around dressed like a duck. I was like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was funny, and he had fun with it.
Look at my eyes. The problem is, that when you go to the show, you don't know what is going to happen on that
Yeah,
show.
yeah. I mean,
And you can't film it. You have to be of 18 and over. Um, so because remember, people that are going on these cruises and they do all kinds of crazy stuff. It could be a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever. So they're just having a great time with everybody.
I mean,
But
but
you won't see that in Royal, because I've been
no.
on Royal and I've been on the Quest. Royal is clean, but in Carnival it could get crazy.
Yeah. I
And
remember.
you're gonna remember these words, and you're gonna probably be like, "Where am I? And what am I doing here?"
I mean, I remember I was watching. I went to one of these shows. I don't remember. Whew, it might have been my first cruise or second cruise. One of my early cruises, right? And all of a sudden, I forgot even what cruise ship, what cruise line, because But they did a show, and I think it was like a love and marriage show or something like that, right? So it's with like husbands and wives. And you know how everyone goes up there, oh, my husband's the best, my wife's the best, this, that, this, and the old man goes, they ask a question, I think something that maybe something about your wife, something, and he's like 80 years old. He goes, she's fat. I'm like, and everyone just looks like, what the hell? What did he just say? And his wife, but at that point, they took her outside the theater where she can't hear it. And now he's coming in. I'm like, oh my God. I can't believe this
love
old
and
man just
marriage
said
shows
that. I'm
are
like,
crazy.
that's your significant other. You don't say that and embarrass.
Yeah.
Do that.
And on Icon, you're not gonna see that, my love. You're not gonna see something like that on Royal. That's only like Muncie said, that's only on the fun ship. And trust and believe, when I went during the pandemic, they took the Quest off because obviously we're in the middle of the pandemic, and people were hot and loaded and bothered because they didn't have the Quest on the ship, and little by little they started bringing it. But if you guys ever, I'll leave that up to everybody. If you guys ever decide that you want to check it out, see what it is, just keep in mind all sorts of craziness do happen there.
Yeah. So I mean, that could get a little crazy. I mean,
so I can't wait for you to tell me how was your Quest when you go on your cruise.
I'll find out if they have it on the horizon. But I know when I went on the Venetia, they didn't have it. But that was also because it was a shorter cruise. So,
And it's usually at 11 o'clock. The show
it's gonna be something. They're not gonna put that in the afternoon. It's gonna be when there's no kids around or nothing. I'll have to pop in and watch that. Trust me.
When we went on Horizon, they actually have these black curtains in Horizon that they, when you're coming into the theater, they actually have these black curtains that they kind of like put around the whole thing so nobody can see, like nobody from the outside can see in. It's crazy. But it depends. It's always what you guys like to see,
Yeah, I mean,
you don't feel comfortable, just walk out.
No, I mean, it's a show. I mean, sometimes those shows are fun. I mean, we even like to watch those like film, where sometimes I'll be going to like bingo, so I'll be going to a show after, and it was actually really cool to watch like the show that they have, the Family Feud. So, and also the shows building up to the Family Feud to get the people on the Family Feud. So the shows like that are really good, and especially when you get all these families there together, it gets fun to watch.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah,
it gets fun seeing them like really get into all this,
Yeah. Are you going on the Icon end?
Oh yeah. So what I want to do is, so Carnival's Niagara is what, 2027, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Have they picked a month yet, or do you know?
We don't even know the name of the ship yet.
I think
they got 2 more Excel class ships that are coming up, but we don't know their names, or they do have the year, but we don't know the month yet.
It's the 27, 28, and they haven't picked like what port it's going to leave from. Right? Yeah, so
that's going to be fun.
See, my point with that real quick, and then we'll go. I think they're going to have one of those XL class ships go from Seattle, because they're probably going to want more, because remember, the Alaskan cruises make a lot of money,
Right.
That makes a lot of money for them out there. And another thing, I think they're going to put one of those in Europe, because Carnival needs a bigger ship going out of Europe, because all the ships out of Europe are like they're tiny, or like the ships that they don't care
Well,
about.
it all depends. Think about it, because this is an Excel class ship. It all depends if it fits wherever the itinerary is going to go
Yeah,
from.
yeah, that's
Yeah, but
also
they
the
haven't
other thing.
said anything yet.
But I'm assuming it would fit because I know Norwegian has had like their bigger ships go out of Europe.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's why I think it would fit.
That'll be nice.
Yep, yep. So yeah. So we're gonna get off in a minute. This went by quick.
I
Uh,
know.
you know. So you got a cruise coming up when?
Sunday,
Out of
out of Fort Lauderdale, I'm going to be on the Odyssey of the Seas on Sunday. It is a seminar for me, so I'll be working on the ship. Not working, but taking classes and things like that, getting to know a lot of different vendors and stuff like that. So that's going to be, keep an eye for those of you that follow Traveling with Tinkerbell. I have not put any shows on Tuesday, but if you guys follow my channel, I will be doing a lot of lives. I just
yeah.
don't know when, so I'll be popping in and out. So if you have your notifications, then you'll get your notified so that you can check it out, because I will be doing a live around the ship, and I can't wait to try out the bumper cars. I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
So that comes back the following.
I'm leaving Sunday and I get back the following Saturday.
I gotta double check because I think my
And
brother's
you
going.
know,
No. I think my brother. I know my brother's going on a cruise. I think from Fort Lauderdale. Um, I don't know when. I gotta ask him when.
okay.
He might, but it's a short. It's a short cruise, so it's like a.
But you know what is funny? I was looking at the following sailing on Odyssey, and that was an 8-day to Aruba. And I said, why couldn't they give us the 8 days? They gave us the little 6-day cruise.
Oh, okay. So he might be going out of the same port, maybe on a different cruise ship. But
Oh, that'll be cool.
I gotta. It might even be this weekend. I don't even know. I gotta ask him because I know it's a short cruise. That's the only thing.
Who knows? Maybe we're on the same boat and you don't even know it.
I don't. Well, I gave my nephew. Oh yeah, if you don't know, if you're on a cruise and you see the ducks with Cruising with Keith on it, my brother is there with my nephew. So
Aw, that's gonna be awesome.
my wife bought him a bunch of ducks. I gave him a bunch of my business cards, and so he has them all over the ducks
Oh,
to
he's
bring
ready
on.
to go. He is
Oh
ready.
yeah. He's like all pumped. So he's got big ducks and he's got those little ones that like that. Cruise. Oh yeah. So what today's Friday. So I will have some cruise news coming out probably later tonight or tomorrow. And I'll say I try to do cruise news every day, and obviously trying to get those watch hours up, trying to get them. And yeah, so I got obviously my cruise in 50 days, unlike yours in 4 days.
I
But
know, right?
I
Well, we
will
have a
be.
question real quick from chat. Did that travel agent ever refunded the people that she didn't book the cruise? And we don't know yet.
No.
As far as we know, it hasn't happened.
Yeah, I mean, as far as we know, it hasn't happened. I haven't heard anything that said that she came back to the country, or that she left the country. So right now, we
don't know any
since the
info.
latest news story that went out there, which was I
Mm-hmm.
put it out there on my news and everything. I haven't heard nothing, and I'm surprised that I haven't heard not even like the big, the YouTube channels, like they haven't even put nothing out there. So there's nothing. There's no reports of what's going on after. So you can only assume is like what you had told me is that she probably came back and got a lawyer, and now she's just not saying the word. And
Right.
no one's saying the word because now there's lawyers involved.
Right.
That's just my honest opinion. And obviously, next Friday I will have my live, and Across the Waves is canceled for the next 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And when we come back on that following week, we are going to Jamaica.
Jamaica. Woo, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yep.
And then after that comes Cozumel, and then after Cozumel, we're going to
La Romana.
La Romana. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I picked that because obviously I'm going there. So
there you go.
And I want to check out the pool there in La Romana.
That's gonna be a lot of fun.
And, I was debating like me and my wife having an excursion booked in Amber Cove to like the beach resort.
Okay.
But I was also thinking about canceling it because I heard that there's. I just saw a video of the other day. There's a big gigantic pool over there that's
Oh
in
well.
Amber Cove. That's like right there. So I got to do more research on that before I think about that. Because I mean I have already canceled like some of my like food stuff because I'm trying to stay away from all that salty stuff.
Yeah.
So I canceled the steakhouse. I canceled the Asian place, which I didn't want to cancel, but my wife's like, "No, you gotta cancel it. You can't have that much salt." I mean, it's for my own health. Obviously,
Yeah.
she doesn't want
Well,
me to.
after this, I'm gonna go pack because tomorrow I'm going to Disney, and then the next day I gotta get up early to head to Fort Lauderdale.
See,
So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
yeah. So you're going to Disney. That's about a 3.5 hour ride, and then from Disney to Fort Lauderdale, that's another like 3.5 hour
From
ride.
my house to Disney is 45 minutes.
Disney is in Orlando.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
in
in
Tampa.
Yeah, but I'm in exit 14 and Disney is exit 62. So it's like it's a straight ride.
I thought it was like a 3 hour ride from
Mm-mm.
Tampa to.
Nope, not at all.
Oh, oh, I thought it was a lot further. To get across. I don't live in Florida. Remember, there ain't no bumper traffic out there. It's just like all these big roads. You got every once in a while you gotta watch out for alligator. And
Yeah, look at M wants me to go live from Disney. Who knows? Maybe I'll go live at Disney. You'd be surprised the crazy things I do sometimes.
Well, a lot of there's people out there. They got Disney channels, like
Yeah,
YouTube
Kyle
channels.
Palo, JoJo's World, they have Disney. And
I
every
know,
time I go over there, I try to see if I could see one of them, and I can never find them.
Yeah, I know Destination Fun went live one time in Disney. I saw her going live.
I was over there when she was on a live stream.
Yeah, she was there with her and I think her
Her
husband
husband.
and her friends.
But you never know. I might go live tomorrow. You never know. I'm crazy like that.
That's the rule. Have to get live. Keep track up with all the cruise news, which I will be there, and my live every Friday, 7 p.m.
Oh, there's my husband. Hey,
I was like, I was about to say, welcome in, Martin Gonzalez. I forgot. I haven't seen him pop in a while.
I know he's waiting outside the house because I have my two fur children that as soon as somebody opens that door, they'll be crazy.
Oh yeah,
but sure. I'll let you know, and well, if I am going live, I'll send you a message.
Yep. Good night, everybody.
All right. Good night,
everybody.
Guys.
Up here in New York, please. Hopefully, there's no more
stay safe
earthquakes. We had 2 today, which I finally found one. So I got that off my bucket list. I felt an earthquake.
Yeah, stay safe up there.
Yep. So everybody, thank you for coming in, and I'll see you all next week. So until next time, everybody.
I'll see you guys. Toodles.
Safe travels.
Be safe, guys.